Where's Waldo? Pick up diamond, glue the diamonds. All right, we have one down. Kind of excruciating. Come on. Oh, you know what? That's helping. I feel like it's evaporating. I don't want to do it anymore. Honestly, for most of my life, I had such anxiety around the question, what are your hobbies? What do you like doing at the end of the day? What do you do in your spare time? My answer was TV. TV and scroll time. Like literally up until a few years ago, that is what I did. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. I still love watching TV. It's a great thing to do at the end of the day. But I felt for so long like I didn't have much to my identity because I didn't really have things that I enjoyed. Growing up, I wasn't the person that like really loved a certain sport or was good at playing an instrument, and it caused a lot of insecurity because I was like, why do I not have hobbies? I didn't read. I don't even know what I did. I did paint, but like mostly in school, and I sketched a little bit outside of school, but like I never prioritized hobbies ever in my life until a few years ago. I would say 2022, I decided I wanted to get into reading. I wanted something off my phone that I could enjoy and like add value to my life and have another facet of my personality, you know, like something that I enjoyed that I could talk about with people, because I felt like, who am I? What am I? I know I'm not the only one that has struggled with finding a hobby that you enjoy. And so today we are doing 7 hobbies in 7 days. Now at 30 years old, I actually do have some hobbies. I love to read now. I love painting, and current obsession is working out. But there are so many fun hobbies out there, and I thought it'd be fun to share and try them with you guys. Hopefully give some of you inspiration if you are going through the same struggles that I had growing up. I think the key is to try new things. Maybe not everything's gonna stick. Not everything is for everyone. We all have our own skills and our own preferences, but you know, you don't know until you try. Let me know in the comments what your favorite hobby is, your ultimate favorite hobby. Let me know what you do in your spare time, or if you get anxious at that question too. There's no judgment from me either way, but we are all in this together, and let's start with day 1. Welcome to my new crafting corner. I am thrilled. And you know what? I love a good floor sit. I am gonna grab a pillow though, because this rug is kind of scratchy. It's going through my leggings. Day 1 of the 7 hobbies I'm trying this week. You guys already know I love painting, I love watercolor, I love acrylic paints, and I am fed all the time the Instagram ads for paint by number. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I see you, I hear you, I'm gonna try it. I've never done paint by number before, but I'm really excited to try it. Like, it's gonna be so fun. And also just mindless, because you're just following the paint and the number, I think. So I ordered this kit on Amazon. It comes with, I think, 6 different pieces of art, all on like a canvas. Everything comes inside of this. So this is a miniature version of what I'm painting, just some fruits. And then in here we have the canvas. Obviously it's like very small, very detailed, but I think it's just gonna be the most fun. Also, of course, comes with some brushes and then the paint. And then you can see the numbers on the little paint. Probably should have pressed this down so that it was flat, but I didn't. And if you know me, you know I'm impatient. So we're not gonna wait, we're not gonna press it, and we are gonna get started. I'm gonna lay out my paints. Oh, wait a second, if they're all open, I'm not gonna know what, okay, it's fine. And with that, we are officially ready to start. Okay, I'm like, where do I start? I don't think there's rules, or iron it. Maybe I can straighten it. I'm gonna try. I did it, and now it's flat. That is so much better. And now we begin. Like, where do I start with the big stuff? Maybe. Let's start with 4. This beautiful orange color. And now it's like, where's Waldo for finding 4s? Oh, I think I'm gonna like this a lot. There are some like really tiny ones in here that you can almost not see. I guess if you miss any, like, you can always go back. I feel like I'm realizing really quickly that this is a big job. This is a big project. Like, I'm gonna be here for hours, which I guess is also kind of nice if you want to just have a project that you're working on for a week or so, just like leave it out and come back whenever you get a chance. You don't have to finish it all in one go, but I want to. I'm just thinking about how there's 16 different numbers, and I am going to work on this one number for like an hour. I gotta be honest, this is a lot harder than I expected it to be. I thought this was gonna be really easy, like just coloring in between the lines, but this is like really specific and very small little lines. It's not like fill in these big chunky spaces. It's like real tiny, and I'm sure it's gonna turn out really great, but I'm not gonna lie to you, like my patience, I don't know. And I love painting, but something about this is kind of excruciating. That's really dramatic, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how I feel when we get to the end of this, or when I even get to the end of just painting in the 4s. Yeah, I know a lot of people love paint by number, and I understand how this could be very relaxing, but at the same time, I actually don't know about that. Like, some of these are so small, I actually can't even believe. Anyways, I'm done complaining. We're focusing in, and I will see you when I'm done with the 4s. I'm just like, there's 16 numbers, 16 more colors. I have finally done it, all of the 4s, I think. I went over it like 3 times just to make sure, but it's definitely possible that I missed some. I would also like to say that I've made a very embarrassing realization. I don't know why my brain worked the way it did, and I was like, where do we start? I'm just assuming starting with 1 would have made more sense. So from this point on, I'm starting at the top. I don't know what I was thinking. Honestly, I really don't. I don't think I was. I think I was like, you know what? Paint by number, turn your brain off activity. I don't know, I've never done this before. Moving on to number 1. I'm like, where even is a number 1? Oh, I see some. I think that's it for 1. So we're moving on. You know what? Maybe I was being dramatic. On to number 2. Moved to my desk because my back was starting to hurt, and I just finished the first 6 colors. You know, it's coming together, but I'm not gonna lie, like, this is so tedious. Like, I've been working on this for 4.5 hours. Something about these tiny little things and like just pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. Day 1, I don't think this was gonna be a hobby that I, you know, really want to stick to, but that is the whole point of what we're doing. We are trying new hobbies, seeing what works, what I want to keep doing, and ultimately we're trying to have fun, which is the whole point of a hobby. We're moving on to number 7. It is officially dark. Really hard to see the small little numbers now, but this is where we are. It's been like 5.5 hours, and there's still quite a ways to go. I'm not even like halfway. Before we move on to the next craft, next hobby, I did in fact finish the paint by numbers. I just like, I had to do it. I had to see it through. It looks good. I'm happy I finished it, but because I finished it, I feel like I can give a final review, final thought on this hobby. And I think if you really like tedious shit, this is a great hobby. Like, it is so tedious. I cannot even begin to describe how this made me feel. It irritated me beyond what I ever would have considered. Would I want to do it again? Honestly, no. Moving on to another hobby, which is kind of similar, but maybe I won't hate as much. Next up, diamond painting, also kind of known as bedazzling. I think this is gonna be better because they're smaller. And then I end up with little bedazzled coasters. Kind of cute. I'm kind of leaning towards, I think I want to do this one. Looks pretty. And then somehow I have to, which one is which? So F, H, J, K. I'm following. We need K, J, C, U. We have U, C, K, here's J. So then I take the tray, tear off the protective film, find corresponding diamonds and pour them into tray, dip the glue on the pen, pick up diamond, glue the diamonds to the corresponding numbers. Okay. I'm actually quite excited about this. I feel like it's gonna be fun. Maybe I don't need all of them. We have letter C. We're gonna start with that one. And then this is the glue. So I think I just peel this off. And then I peel the top layer off of this. I did have the same feeling about the paint by numbers, but I did not know what I was getting into with that. I think because this is smaller, I have less of an opportunity to feel like this is taking forever. I think that's my biggest thing. I do have some ADHD, have my whole life. So I'm the kind of person that needs, you know, immediate satisfaction with things that I'm doing. How much do I need to stick this in there? Okay, I think this is going to be enjoyable for me. All right, we have 1 down. Yeah, I already enjoy this a lot more. This is just very straightforward in like a really satisfying way. I feel like this is another hobby also where you can like put on a podcast and just like really get in the zone. The pushing of the little diamond down, satisfying. I think I'm gonna actually put on a podcast and have like a little peaceful moment here. I like this. This is fun. I'm loving this. This is so satisfying to me. I'm honestly kind of shocked at how much I love this. I'm gonna do a little at a time instead of like dumping the bag. Can't really mess it up because you're just pressing all the same size stone onto the same size little spot. And with that, we have finished our first little coaster. This took an hour total. So cute, so fun. I like that it was a small little project and I could just listen to one long podcast and focus in. I will definitely continue doing these on like nights where I just feel like crafting but don't really feel like putting any thought or effort into crafting. Like this is really satisfying. Except to see what I do tomorrow. We are back on the floor with today's craft. Today's hobby is actually one that I used to do as a kid and loved, and I've been wanting to get back into it for a while because I see all these TikToks of these cute little clay projects. Hold on, I need to. So when I was young, I loved pottery. Like I did classes, have not used clay in forever, and I see so many people making cute little air dry clay projects, and watching those videos gets me so excited. This is actually my second attempt at this because the last kit that I got, the clay was like super dried up and impossible to work with. This one's a little bit better, but man, I don't know. I'm determined to make this one work, but I am in fact struggling. Lots of little clay projects I want to get into and make, but my main focus for today is to make a vessel for a candle, because that is another craft that I've wanted to try for years. Candle making looks so fun, and I actually saved so many of my old candle jars because in my head I'm like, you know what, maybe one day I'm going to figure out how to make my own candles, which actually seems so easy, but I think it'd be very fun to, you know, make my own vessel for a candle. Today we're starting that process. Come on. Oh, you know what, that's helping. Maybe I should have got the air dry clay. This is the clay you can bake. So I want to make like a cute scalloped vessel if I can ever get there. I'm like really struggling. I need a roller, but I don't have one. Like, can I use this for a beauty highlighter? Yes, yes I can. Okay, that's working really well. Look at that. Maybe I just make another flat surface and then I can use that as the walls. Is it scaring anyone else that I'm doing this on a glass table? Like down here. I forget what this is called, but I know to attach two different pieces of clay, you actually have to like do these little crosses in it so that it sticks. Basically just make little X's where you want to attach them. I'm gonna do that on both sides. What is that called? It's like on the tip of my tongue. So I'm making just little lines and then I'm going back over them the other direction, like so, if you can see that. And I'm putting water over it too. Kind of creates like a glue. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, we have one wall. You know what? I kind of want to start over. I feel like I just need softer clay for what I'm trying to do here. New idea, we have a ball and I'm gonna carve out the center. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a hole and I am going to work this out. Yeah, this is a much better idea. I do think for my next project, I'm gonna get air dry clay because that seems to be a little easier to work with according to how it appears on TikTok. It's coming along. Haha, look at that. Now what I wanna do is like move the edges in so it actually looks scalloped. Play around with the walls. Cute. I think that's how we're gonna leave it. Here she is. I'm taking it downstairs and we will preheat the oven. It says to bake at 230, so 225. She's going in. See you in 30 minutes. It's time. Stop timer. I have not peeked at it once. There it is. It kind of smells like clay. Gonna let this cool and we'll come back tomorrow to add on to this with another hobby. We are back. You know what? Not so bad. It is baked and hard, so there's definitely imperfections in this, but this is just like the first thing I've ever tried to do with clay, so everyone starts somewhere. And for today's hobby, we are painting it. If you watch my vlogs, you know I love painting. I'm not exactly sure even what I want to do with this. Like I was thinking stripes, but I also don't want to distract from the shape of it. Now I'm kind of wondering if I want to like paint a stone-esque color. I think that might help disguise some of the imperfections and the lack of smoothness. I think we have to lean into that. I think a lot of this is just trial and error, seeing what works and just not being scared. Like I'm just going right into this, and the beautiful thing about paint that I love, and like just painting freely, not paint by number, is that you can go over things. I could go over this a million times if I wanted to, and I really like that. I like the free expression of art in this form. Okay, there is base layer. Now I'm gonna go in with these other shades. I have brown, I have this like mustardy yellow, and then white and gray. I'm gonna take some of the brown and yellow and mix that with some white. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that. The goal is to have this all blend together, so I'm just not really worried about the placement at all. I'm just gonna keep going and tapping my brush, and then I'll stop when I think it looks good. To me, painting is just so much fun. Like even if you don't think you're like skilled at it, I don't think that artistic hobbies have to only be done if you think you're incredible at them. Sometimes you can do things that are just fun. Totally giving elephant foot. I think it's kind of giving what I was looking for. I'm just gonna go and paint the inside now to finish it off, and then I'm gonna let this dry overnight, and then I am really excited for tomorrow's hobby because I've wanted to do it for a really long time. With that, I think I'm officially going to leave it. Does it look mostly like I painted it with just gray? Yes. But we all know. I tried. I am so excited for today. Today, we are making candles, / one candle. We have yesterday's craft. It kind of looks, I don't even want to say, but that's okay. We all start somewhere. She's fine, it is what it is. But today we have our candle kit. We have wax, we have this thing, we got this guy, we got the wicks, we got, let's check the instructions. Nothing. Oh wait, DIY manual, it's a QR code. Respectfully, I'm like, if you're gonna have the printout, you may as well put the instructions on there. Oh, it's a Facebook group. Okay, Amazon has the instructions. Number 1, pour the wax and then melt the wax. So I have absolutely no idea how much I need to fill this. So I'm gonna do what I usually do with pasta, and I will fill my bowl with how much I want. I'm gonna account for it melting, obviously. So I'm gonna put a little extra. I'm thinking like this amount. Next up is just to melt it. And then when it hits 180 degrees, we add our fragrance oils. This low-key feels like a hazard. I'm gonna stick this in there. I guess we'll wait. In the meantime, we're gonna try to stick the wick in here. The bottom is not very flat. I don't even wanna show you, so I'm not proud. I do think the final result will be kind of cute, but we just peel off one of these guys, stick it to the bottom, and then peel the other side. Honestly, the staying power of this is very questionable. It's not like a perfectly round vessel anyways, so that'll be fine. That's too hot now. What do I do? I swear I looked like 2 seconds ago and it wasn't that hot. Looks like we have to wait a minute for that to cool down a bit. So in the meanwhile, I will show you the fragrances I got. I got this like hotel essential oil collection. I wanted something like luxurious and rich smelling. All of these as a whole smell delicious. Wait, also I should figure out how much essential oil to put in. I know it says on here. So yeah, I don't like to measure things. It says 2 tablespoons of essential oil to 4 ounces of melted wax. I don't know how many ounces of melted wax that is. So I'm just gonna wing it. 180. Okay. Oh, she's going down too fast now. Fuck, what do I do? I'm just gonna do the smallest amount of heat. Now it's 167 and I feel like I can't add it until it's at 180. I don't know if this has to be as, you know, particular as I'm, you know, making it in terms of temperature, but I don't really want to mess it up too bad. We're on the way back up. 173. So right at 180, we are going in. Haha. I don't know how much to do. I feel like it's evaporating. I saw to keep mixing it for 2 minutes so it all truly blends together, although it's looking very blended. But I guess for the oils to like integrate, I don't know. I think that's gonna be good enough. How much more blended could it be? And now we pour. This is the part that I've been so excited about. Okay, let's hope that was a good amount of wax. Oh, perfect. And then we got these things to help secure the wick. Although my vessel's questionable, hold on. Shoot, no, 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 it's in the wax. How? Like that? Oh, fuck. No, no. Guys, what do I do? I've broken it. We're gonna try that again. I don't know if this is user error or if maybe these are bad wicks. How do we really know? It's like definitely user error. It's okay, we know. We're gonna peel, although now there's like wax at the bottom, so I don't really know how well this is gonna stick. Not very. Let's clean the bottom. Third time's the charm. It's not sticking. I thought this was going so well. Why did the wig have to come out? Fourth time's the charm. It has to be. That's as clean as it's gonna be. And press. Okay, she's in. She's in. And now I'm going to take this and I'm gonna place it down first. What else can I use? What a mess. This is what I would do. You know what, like, why am I surprised? If that can just stay. Here is my contraption. Let's try this again. I'm going to quietly walk away and I will come back for this when it's dry. 2 hours later. Look at it. Apparently I spilled a bit, but that's okay. I think we're gonna... Oh my God. Honestly, kinda cute. Definitely feels hardened. Let's cut the wick. Oh my God. I did it. That was fun. You know what? I think so far, the candle making is my favorite. We are back with another hobby, and today we are doing crochet. I think the concept of crochet seems awesome because it's kind of like, it's just like a hand thing. You can be watching a show, I think. I don't know. I actually have no idea what I'm talking about, so scrap, just ignore me. But we are doing crochet today. I picked one that I thought would be cute to do, but I'm now thinking it's gonna be very complicated. So this is what I got. This is what the end result should be. I don't know why I decided to try something very complicated looking. Like, in what world am I actually gonna do this? Oh no. This video is showing me that you can't just like pick up a hobby. Like, you actually have to put time and effort in. Ugh. The beautiful thing about this is there is a QR code and a YouTube channel, and we are following the tutorial today because I am completely clueless. Okay, I'm following this other girl.
So grab your green yarn first. So you're going to want to start with a slip knot like that and hold it through, and then you
just a slip knot thing. What did you do?
like that and hold it through.
Okay, so she had this and I did it. Okay, anyone that actually does this, I'm already impressed. I'm already not feeling good.
I'm going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3.
This is like absolutely foreign to me. Like, I have no idea what's going on. You know, okay, so let's make the slip knot. Okay, and then we tighten it. I think she went up and around and then pulled it over. Please work. Did I do it? I might have. No, it just came right off. She's making it look so easy too. She's just like, what are you doing? I'm just doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. You know what? I am going to look at the other tutorial. The one that like comes with this is just to see.
Hello, everyone. Today,
we're now starting with base. We are gonna come back to the leaves.
wrap the yarn around the pinky finger clockwise, then counterclockwise along the index finger. At last, counterclockwise once along the middle finger. Now we will make magic circles inside the loop of the middle finger.
Magic
I
circles?
suggest yarn over and pull through this loop.
Wait, I missed it.
We have successfully made our first slip knot. Step 2, making a
I don't know about this, guys.
Great.
How do you get it through? What the hell? You know what? If I've learned anything, not everything is for everyone. We're going through the magic
Pull
loop.
through the loop. Yarn over and pull through this loop.
Why doesn't mine want to go through ever? I'm getting so proud. I'm getting fed up.
Great. We have successfully made our first slip knot.
Fuck. I don't know if this is for me. I'm telling you right now. I don't want to do it anymore. The frustration I'm feeling right now, I'm like, is it worth it? For the sake of trying this hobby. This is not gonna be my hobby. Unless like, I just wanna get it, I wanna get the motions down so badly.
Hook into next stitch.
I don't like this.
Hold the crochet hook with the hook facing downward.
I'm gonna take a break. Okay, I just need everyone to see that I made progress. I did a chain stitch, I figured that one out, but now I've made a mess and I don't know where to keep going or how, but you can see my little chain there. So I think I'm gonna start over because I'm lost. But look, I actually did accomplish something here, okay? Okay, just needed you to see that. I'm gonna keep trying. I decided I'm going back to the original tutorial now that I know how to do those chain stitches, I think. I mean, I've completed it 1 time total. I want the vines. They look cool and they look easy. Slip knot, I think. Yeah, look at that. It only took me an hour.
And you're going to chain.
Wait, whoa, 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 slow down.
3,
I did one. Okay. Oh, I did 2. Pull through. We did 3, 4, 5.
For double crochet.
This is where I'm gonna struggle, okay? Like the double crochet thing. I am actually calling it. I am. I actually didn't think that I would give up on any of these, but this one is actually just really frustrating me. As we have definitely established throughout this video, I don't have patience. And so the hobbies that I enjoy are ones that don't require any. And it's more like, you know, of a peaceful experience. But right now, I just want to throw this across the room. I do. So I'm calling it because this was a choice I made. I was choosing to try this, and I am now choosing not to try anymore. I don't care. I don't need to be a professional crocheter. And I will see you tomorrow with a hobby that I know for certain will not bother me. So, welcome to Tara's Bake Shop and the final hobby we're trying for these 7 days of hobbies. Today, we're baking. Great hobby, great thing to do on a weekend or an evening in. I don't bake, at least very often. Like I bake sometimes. Sometimes I get the craving for cookies, and that is today. So I'm actually going to attempt to make a single serving chocolate chip cookie. I don't need a whole batch right now, but I would love a ooey gooey chocolate chip cookie right now. So I need 1 tablespoon. I'm just gonna cut right here. Preheating to 350. I meant to take my butter out earlier so that it would be room temp, but I didn't. So we're gonna throw it in the microwave for 10 seconds. We also need brown sugar and white sugar. We have our butter. And we're gonna take a teaspoon of brown sugar. Not teaspoon, tablespoon. It's around a tablespoon. I know the thing with baking is that like everything needs to be perfect, but I think a little extra sugar is gonna be okay. And then just 1.5 teaspoons of granulated sugar. Okay, there's half, there's 1, and here's another half. And we mix. I haven't made cookies from scratch in so long. I'm actually really excited. I hope this recipe is good. This recipe doesn't have egg, but it is calling for heavy cream. I don't have much left, but I might have the perfect amount. Let's just see. I do. 3/4 of a tablespoon for the heavy cream. Wow, that worked out really well. Where is my vanilla? Oh, haha. 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we just mix until combined. Here she is. Of course, we need flour. We need a 1/4 cup plus a teaspoon. I mean, that's pretty good. Maybe that's with the teaspoon. Yeah, this is Tara's version of baking. And then we need some baking soda. This is calling for 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm just gonna do half of my 1/4 teaspoon. I think that's right. Flour, baking soda, and salt. Gently mix in until dough is formed. Okay, this is the smallest amount of dough. This is so tiny, it's kind of funny. I feel like that might have been a lot of flour. Okay, I need 2 hands. Honestly, it's pretty crumbly. I might have added too much flour. And this is where I have like my itch to just try adding things. And I know baking is more of a science, so maybe I'll have to give this another shot another time and try a more serious recipe. But with cookies, I'm kind of like, you know, it's gonna be fine. This is what the dough is looking like. I just chopped up some dark chocolate over here. And then I also have semi-sweet chocolate chips. So I think I'm gonna use both. Dark chocolate. Normally, I am a milk chocolate cookie kind of girl, like through and through. I don't really mess around with dark chocolate or even semi-sweet. I don't even know why I have this. Okay, it's kind of dry. I think we're just gonna bake it anyways. See, I enjoy baking, I just don't like rules. I don't like rules when I'm cooking or baking, and I think that is my demise when it comes to my baking career. But you know, for a fun night in, who really cares? This honestly kind of looks like you can make 2 cookies, like 2 small cookies. Here's 1 and 2. It says bake for 15 to 18 minutes, but the website also said if you separate the portion that they'll need less time. So I'm just gonna watch them and then take them out when it feels appropriate to me, which is different for everyone. I personally like a soft cookie. Set 10-minute timer. And the only thing to do while I wait is clean the kitchen so that I can eat my cookies in peace. Let's see. Set 1-minute timer. I'm gonna give them 1 more minute. Stop timer. I love a little sprinkle of salt on freshly baked cookies. You know, I don't know what's going on with these. Here they are. See, I think there was just too much flour, but the top is hard. Like, it's not like leaving a mark. The inside's definitely mushy, but that's good. We like it that way. I'm gonna let this cool for like 10 minutes and then we'll try one. It's time I must try them. What do you think? How do they look? More importantly, how do they taste? Here's the inside. Perfectly mushy, but not too soft. And the outside is crisp. Actually the perfect texture. And I'm kind of shocked at how much I like these considering they're not milk chocolate. Like they're still perfectly sweet for me. That was unexpected. Anyways, I did it. They might taste a little too floury, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should have added more butter. I don't know. What do I know, guys? But you know, it was a very fun activity, and now what a wonderful reward. And that concludes 7 hobbies in 7 days. Definitely learned a lot. Some things that I like, some things that I certainly do not like. Although I do want to try the crocheting again. I feel like I just need to like dedicate time and like maybe not start with that kind of kit and start with a small little patch, like a little square, and then build into maybe a scarf. And then once I have the basics down, I can get into kits like that. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but that definitely does not come naturally to me, but I think I would give it another whirl. Baking, I could put more effort into. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's always something wrong. There's always too much flour. Anytime I make cookies, doesn't matter what recipe it is. Like, am I measuring my butter wrong? It's possible. Paint by number, I don't think that one is gonna join the rotation of hobbies that I enjoy doing. It was just too tedious for me. I'd rather just paint something on my own versus like all these tiny little spots. Drove me insane. The diamond painting, loved. That was just really satisfying. Like I loved that one. Clay, I would love to do more. I'd love to make like little miniatures, and I definitely plan on filling my candle jars that I've had for years that are empty and just waiting to be refilled. I know I'll do more of that this spring. But yeah, fun to try new things. Definitely fun to expand, see what works, what doesn't work, and what I feel inclined to keep trying. There are so many hobbies that I would love to try, so let me know if you'd like to see another video like this. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching me try these things this week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.